Okay, this is the VIA website. We've already visited this website when you did your character strength survey a couple of weeks ago. This is probably the go-to place for all of the information, both deep, the real deep stuff, and also just the lighter material, just to help get your head around what this is, and some of the definitions and the terminology, just to help you understand that. So obviously with the character strengths, VIA character strengths being a sort of scientific movement, there's some real heavy stuff, and it's really tricky to get your head around. It goes very deep, but we're just going to scratch the surface, I suppose, this year. So there's elements of this website here. I mean, resources, we'll have a quick look in there. Hopefully the internet speed's not going to be too bad. So there are some resources in there. If you go to this one, there's fact sheets, research articles, blogs, videos is one where you may need to visit at some point, and then there's practitioner tools. That's not us, that's more the psychologists that may be using this stuff with their client base. But I suppose a good start point would be to click on the What Are Character Strengths section. And this was where you can also take the survey. I think there's generally a link to take the survey on every page, surprisingly. Look, we know it's a free survey, which is great, but you can delve a lot deeper with character strengths and pay various amounts to get more in-depth report, and also get some tools to try and help you build them, with the ultimate goal of improving your wellness, your well-being. And that's the ultimate goal, and within that, building positive relationships, overcoming challenges, having better health, etc., etc. So that's the whole concept, and we have spoken about that in our lessons. So there's an excellent video here that VIA have made as a sort of 8-minute introduction into character strength. So I have put a link to that on my YouTube channel, guys, so you can watch that. All right, there are all the character strengths, and what you can actually do at this drop down bar here, this is really great. So if you go to, say, let's go to perseverance as an example. You go to perseverance, it gives you a bit of a definition on what perseverance is. It tells you that it comes in within the virtue of courage. There's quite an inspirational video on every one of these pages, so you can see here it looks like there's a chap here without any limbs, so I'm sure that would be a bit of story about him and the way that he's had to overcome those. And there's a motto, there's a couple of exercises. These are movies, so the guy that actually is heavily involved with character strengths did a 2013 book where they pulled apart a lot of movies and linked them to the character strengths. So not all of them are sport related. In fact, many of them aren't, but there's a few there. Well, we've got Touching the Void, I think that's the rock climbing one, isn't it? The Pursuit of Happiness, The Bridge on the River Kwai. So there's some there, and there's some songs as well, songs that have been linked to this particular character strength. Would you know any of these? I'm not too sure. Jordan Sparks, my knowledge of Gloria Gaynor, that's quite an old singer. So that's just unpacking a little bit perseverance as a character strength, and you can do that with most of those there. So those signature strengths of yours, it'd be really handy for you to delve into that bit on that assignment that I give you, and also find out a bit more information. And I'm going to talk about your character strength heroes too, whether they're sporting or non-sporting, because to help understand that character strength better will help you do that particular assignment. So we can think of a specific sporting person that's have to overcome something with perseverance. Anna Meares would be a good example, I suppose. She had the accident where she broke her neck and then got back on the bike and won Olympic gold. So those types of stories, they're everywhere and they're easy to tap into. So it's a great website. As I said, there's courses, things like that. I may well ask you just to research where you could learn and do a course on character strengths as part of that assignment. So you're probably going to get most of the information from here. Okay, so there's the website.